What's up everyone, Chance here with Missouri Outdoors. Today we are back down at the land in Douglas County, and we're going to do a little bit of a Morel update. I was down here a couple days ago and looked just a little bit. I didn't have a lot of time and I didn't find any. So we're going to come back down here and check all the spots we checked in the previous video, and with any luck there's a little bit more sign of spring and maybe things are starting to get a little greener, and if we're lucky we'll find a few small morels and kick off the season. But alright guys, we're starting to get into the first little area, so I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around so you guys can see what I'm looking at, and with any luck we'll spot a few. I can already see a little bit more vegetation coming up than there was, so that's a good sign. But alright guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave me a like down below. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't and become part of the family. I'd greatly appreciate it. But alright, let's get started. Alright, well the first spot we're going to check is right here by the creek. You guys might remember this from the last video if you happen to watch it. If not, make sure to go back and take a look. But yeah, they like to grow right in here pretty good. This is usually one of the first spots I find them. Usually closer to this little group of saplings or whatever you want to call it. I'm not really seeing any, and I don't want to go too far in there because I don't want to step on any of them. We can check over here right along the fence because they like to grow right there where that little support post is laying, or whatever that is. I'm not gonna lie, I think the weather may have pushed us back another week or so, but there are a few counties around me that have found a few. I've seen them on Facebook in one of the groups I follow. I'm not really seeing anything in here. Take a look right here on the back side. Yeah, I'm not really seeing any, at least right here. Alright, now we'll check right over here by the ladder stand. As you can see, they like to grow really good right through here and then right here on this slope. Last year or the year before, we sprinkled out a bunch of dried up morels that we went ahead and took home that we probably should have just left because they were too far gone. Well, I brought them back down here and spread them out under this sycamore right here. Kind of interested to see in the upcoming years how that does. But yeah, if you watched the last video, you'll remember me telling you that they like to grow right here really good. I've always found them right here along these grapevines. And up under that bush, that's like a gooseberry bush and a rose bush, I believe. Yeah, I'm not seeing any here either. Alright, well, I guess time to go to the next spot. Alright, well, so far nothing, but that could change really quickly. They really like to grow just about anywhere on the farm if you look hard enough and know exactly where to look. But we're just going to cover this. I want to try to cover the same spots we hit in the first video. That way I can go back later on and look and kind of compare the vegetation growth. That way I kind of get an idea in my head of, you know, when I see certain plants, then I know they're going to be up within a few days. Across the spring here. You guys probably remember that. But yeah, we have, I think, rain in the forecast for Thursday. Today is Saturday, if you're wondering. But yeah, that should help things. We should have around high of like at least 64 or so, I think, for the next 5 or 6 days. So that, with that little bit of rain, should help kick things off. I am a little concerned because there's going to be like a day or two right after that the lows are going to be just upper 30s or so. So I don't know. That could hurt things. I am seeing a lot more vegetation through here. I mean, it's not really grown yet, but I can see some stuff. Let me go ahead and flip you guys around so you can see it too. Alright. See, like stuff like this. That wasn't really up that much yet, I don't think, last time. And I know those weren't. So all of this, I'm pretty sure, is new growth. Which is good. Means things are starting to happen a little bit. Now, I remember walking through here in the last video. I just don't remember if I was talking to you guys or if I had you looking at the ground with me. I do usually find a lot right in here for some reason. Not really sure why, but yeah, right in here's a good spot. Yeah, I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible. I don't really want to bore you guys with not really finding much of anything. But I did want to kind of give an update video. That way I can ideally save a bunch of you a little wasted time. Then again, I guess time spent in the woods walking around is not really ever wasted. At least I don't think so. If all else fails, you might find a shed or two. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera off till we get to the next spot. We got a little bit of a walk still, so I'll let you guys know when we get there. Alright guys, we're at the next spot now. You might remember these two sycamores. Well, there's more than that here, but we have the two main ones. The one that splits off into two, and then we have the single here. But I always find them right around in here. Some years it's only 2 or 3, but some years there's hundreds. One year we found them right up there by that rock on the slope. And I've never been able to find any up there since, but I'm telling you, There was probably 3 or 4 pounds up there. It was ridiculous. There were so many. And they were all big. That's the cool thing. Because I had already found the ones down below, and then I found them like 3 or 4 days later, and they were crazy huge. But yeah, right here in this kind of like bottom area, I always find a few. And then it seems like they like to grow right here along this thicker stuff, right up the edge of it. I don't really want to go walking too much through it, but I'm gonna try to in the spots I can obviously step in where I can see that there's not a mushroom. Because I guarantee you, if there are any, they're tiny. Probably the size of a dime or smaller. And they're probably hidden completely under all these leaves. Either way, we got one more spot to check after this. And then I'm pretty sure that's going to wrap up all the spots we checked in the last video, at least. That same year I found all the big ones up there. They were running right along the edges of these logs. If you'll remember in the last video, I kind of panned over those. And I never really mentioned why I did that. Well, that's why I did. Because that one year, I guarantee they were literally like 6 inches apart from the top to the bottom. And I mean the size of my hand. Like big mushrooms. And yeah, I'll find them down this edge too. And then all the way up to about where that dead tree is laying. And then it's another 50 to 100 yards before I ever find any more. But they like to grow right here in this spot really good. I mean, it's right next to the water, so they've pretty much always got some kind of moisture coming up out of the ground. But alright, we're going to go ahead and walk down to the other spot. I'll let you know when we get there. Whew, that was close. I almost forgot a spot. I remembered we had come up and checked the tree that had produced them oyster mushrooms that time. But I started up there last time, so now I'm going to start at the bottom and we're going to work our way up. But yeah, I find them a lot right here by this log, down through there, all the way, basically from that tree over so far, both ways, and then off the hill. Don't see anything yet. Once we start finding a few, we'll start venturing into our other better spots. Oh, that's something, I think. It looks like the beginning of a mayapple. Maybe. Yeah, guys, you gotta think, normally the mayaples are about a foot tall by the time the mushrooms start coming up. And there's not, that might be the first sign of a mayapple I've seen so far. Yeah, I'm not really seeing any mushrooms around here either. I'll let you guys have a quick little look. And then we're gonna run down to the last spot and check it. I do have some hopes for that spot because that's normally where I find the first ones every year anyway. But alright, let's go that way and take a look at it. I'll let you know when we get there. Alrighty. Well, we're at the last spot we're going to check today. You should remember this if you watched the last video. It's the clump of sycamore trees right down here by the driveway. But yeah, this is normally where I find quite a few, and normally the first ones of the year. Usually right there as I'm walking up it. which is not easy, let alone one-handed. So if I slip and fall, don't laugh too hard. We're gonna try to ease up on in here real slow and gentle so we don't step on anything. Oh. Alright. Let's take a look around here. I don't see any right in here by this tree. Normally I'll find a few right where you're looking now. All the way up on the other side of those bushes, real good. Actually, all the way up to there's that kind of dead log laying there. I usually find them this side of it. Not really above it, but this side of it. And the last couple of years I've been able to find them on down this way a little more than normal. Hopefully that keeps happening. But yeah, I'm not seeing any in here either. And like I say, I don't want to go too far in because I don't want to risk stepping on some of the first ones that pop up. That'd kind of be counterproductive. Alright guys, well, unfortunately that's another trip where we didn't find any, but I usually have a lot of those. Believe it or not, I'll come down here every couple days for like 2 weeks before I ever find one. And with gas prices getting the way they are, it's kind of getting tough to afford. Not to mention with all the other things I've got going on lately. But if you've made it this far, I'm going to go ahead and let you in on something. I have a very exciting video coming in the next few days, hopefully. This video will probably come out before it, obviously, since I'm telling you, I guess. But, yeah, me and Dad went to the river and did a little sucker grabbing, and we had a really, really good day. So, something to look forward to. But alright, I'll keep you guys posted. I'll probably do a lot more posting on my community tab. So, if you guys use, like, watch YouTube on a mobile device, you should be able to get all my updates. But, alright guys, that's going to wrap this video up. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. If you haven't yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button and become a part of the family. It'd really help the channel grow. And if you like this video, make sure to leave me a like down below and hit that bell notification so you don't miss out on any future videos. It shouldn't be very long and we'll be in the thick of them. There'll be morels everywhere and you don't want to miss out. Especially if you live in the Douglas, Webster, or Wright County part of Missouri, because what I find is going to be pretty accurate with what you'll find. So it's nice to be updated. But alright guys, thanks for watching. Have a good one.